water from the dipper, half of the water from the dipper, and he returned it to the, the river always. Half dipper bridge. Usually, if there is it is a barrier like Tass, and the stream is full of pure water, and there will be no need to, return it to the river after he used half of it. But he always returned it to the river. Usually, water is variable because only when it is not so much, you don't use so much water as we do in ship. But at A.H. monastery, we cannot use, we cannot wash our face by with buckets from water. We always use 70% of the water. Usually, we evaluate things because whether we have a lot of it or not. If we haven't so much, the water becomes variable. And our economic principle based on, our labor and the things we have. And if something is, if we don't have some particular thing, is, whether you think some other principle and evaluate things or not is the point. Things are variable usually because the things are produced by labor. But the labor is, of course, we should count labor. But the more important thing is the place we stand up, this earth. So, the labor or something which we have plenty of it or not, is not count so much. If we know how we exist in this moment like this, this is very elaborate intellectual explanation. But what I want to say is, when you sit, you should not think whether this practice is necessary or not. Anyway, what I mean is you should sit. That is what I wanted to say. I go round and round. This is a direct experience, to accept yourself as you are. If you always look around like a hungry duck, you will not gain anything. When you are ready to be there, and to accept things which is given to you, then you will find out everything valuable. This point is missing, in our life. What we are always trying to is always finding some measurement. And we are trying to measure ourselves, or measure our life. And if you don't feel good, you try to change your measurement. That is what we are doing. Now, most of our young generation trying to change old measurement to new one. But you don't try to measure things by your eyes. You don't have to depend on measurement. You can measure it by your body. Not because someone said this is valuable, or this is not so valuable. Not because someone said this is all, or this is you. You must have accept before we don't have to think so much. Mostly, you can depend on your intuition. But you want, always you depend on something always. And mostly, we depend on some measurement. In other words, some teaching. but we should be brave enough to accept things as it is and try first by your intuition. So whether we have plenty of water or not, we should best use of we should have best use of it. Whether you can sit, whether you can complete your practice or not, you should try first. And when you determine to do it, you can do it. When you hesitate, you cannot do it. When we are completely from everything and try to open your mind, then you will find your own way. And your behavior will change, and your face will change. Everything will change. Not only you, but whatever you see, things will change. Then sometimes you can enjoy your nature to explain various ways. But you should depend on nature. This is pretty difficult practice, but you should try. This is how we accept the teaching. Things changes. Because things changes, we should be concentrated on each moment. Thank you.